Am I live? Am I making noises? Alright, I'm gonna close out of this. Yes, we'll save the changes. YouTube live thumbnail. Probably should put this in a better folder. But right now, it's just gonna go here. Okay. But this is not a tutorial about Illustrator. It's not really a tutorial at all, actually. It's not a tutorial until you ask for something. And this is me playing around to make sure that I've got my streaming thing set up, because I don't know what I'm doing, especially on the YouTube world. I just started streaming on Twitch, but I like playing video games, so I'm going to go ahead and just save my video game stuff for Twitch, and then make my little funny shorts out of that, because that's a big passion of mine, and I will start editing YouTube videos on YouTube. So I've got a deck project here that I'm working on. So one of my biggest pet peeves with tutorials is how long it takes to say one little thing. Obviously I'm live right now, so I'm not going to sit here and try to condense everything down to be really short, but this is how tutorials typically are. It's like, hey guys, what's up? My name is so-and-so, and like right now I'm in this thing. Like my tutorial videos, I really want to gear more in the direction of that one little thing that you need to make that video work for you. Let's give that to you as quickly as we can. Like 3 minutes, you're on your way. 7 minutes, you're on your way. The thing that I hate the most is when you're in the middle of a project and you're like, I want to know how to do, I guess like track motion would be something. I want to learn how to do track motion. So you look at a video and it's like 23 minutes and the guy covers proxies and composition settings and yada yada. And I'm like, put that in a different video, especially since YouTube has such wonderful tools, like the little thing that pops up and it's like, hey, if you don't know how to do this already, click the link above me. That'll take you to this thing to get you started. But I kind of feel like if you're already looking for track motion, this is for After Effects. I like making After Effects tutorials, probably more so than YouTube tutorials. Or, sorry, probably more so than Premiere Pro tutorials. But, because with Premiere Pro, it's more about simplicity, I think, for me. I don't know about you, for you guys, but for me, I save my titles and fun things more for like other stations. Oh, take that off. That feels so much better. Okay. What was I saying? See, these are the kinds of things I cut out of my tutorial that some people like to leave in. But if you're already looking for advanced stuff like track motion, there's a good likelihood that your composition is already set up. So I don't want to see the tutorial about the composition settings. So to get started, let's go into composition settings. So this is Premiere Pro, as you can see. I'm going to make a TikTok video. This is not correct, obviously. So this is my little window here. This is what we're looking at. And you can tell that this is the composition. So if there was a big black box around this, like a rectangle, you'd see that that's like supposed to be the TikTok composition. But right now, it just took the first footage that I had, which is a horizontal because I filmed it on my regular camera. And so even though I had it turned like this, it doesn't know that. All it knows is that it's recording. I want a camera that's really designed more for social media in mind, but in the meantime, simple fix. So whatever you throw down on your sequence will typically dictate what that sequence is. It might pop up and say the footage that you're importing doesn't match what your sequence settings are. You can click yes. If it doesn't give you that option, like in this case, I just threw it down. This is what it's doing. Obviously, I'm sideways and I don't want that. So with this selected, you know, your little selection is this blue box around it. You go to sequence settings, editing mode, custom. I'm not going to explain any of that right now because I'm not using that right now. That doesn't matter to me. So frame size for TikTok, I always try to stick around the 1080, 1920. Is that correct? I don't know. It's what I'm doing so far. It seems to be working. One reason why I like to do a smaller composition setting too, as opposed to like flipping these numbers so that it's, you know, 2160 wide and then 3840 long, is because it gives you the freedom to kind of zoom in to some of your things. Because obviously the footage that I recorded is bigger. It's 4K footage that I'm putting onto 2K, 1980. That'd be 2K, right? Either way, it's different size, or whenever I get to use a smaller composition, I get to zoom in through the footage if I want to, which in a lot of cases is good, especially when you're making a lot of cuts, because you can kind of disguise the fact that you're making a lot of cuts. If you can zoom in to something on one of those cuts, it hides that something jumped around, because since you're already zooming in, your brain's not necessarily going, they're not in the same position they were. So without further ado, I'm going to keep furthering a doing. So let's see. Frame size, horizontal, 1080 is what I typically use for TikTok by 1920. Okay, it's gonna change everything. Okay, now you can see that we're sideways. I'm sure there's a quicker way to go through and rotate all of these. What I'm gonna do, so I've already rotated this one. We'll scale it down to 50 so that I don't have to try to figure out what I'm seeing each time. Make sure that's actually the size that is. Control Z is your friend. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy this position. So I'm selected here, Control C, that copies. Then I'm going to highlight the rest of these clips because I know that those are the same camera settings. The rest of these clips that you see down here are actually from my phone, so those are already correct, I think. So I've got these selected, Control V. Now you can see that all of their little, I'll do that again because that's something that's actually kind of important whenever you're looking for footage that you've altered versus not. So Control Z. So you can see this little FX button, or the FX icon, is grayed out. That means that there are no effects on this. You can see that this one's yellow. This is the one that I've already affected. This is where my little timeline marker is. This is the footage that you're looking at. You look at this footage, obviously that's not been rotated and fixed. So again, highlight, Control V. Now you can see that all of these little yellow icons, or all of the FX icons lit up to yellow. That now means that there is an effect on there. And the effect color will change depending on what effect's on there, I think. I should look into that before I really run with that, but whatever. For some reason, these imported in different order. I'm not totally sure why, but I guess I'm just going to scrub through. So all I'm really trying to do is make a little TikTok video out of my footage, and I don't think I'm going to go the full route and actually do what I do normally and like clip things up into small bits. I think I'm literally just going to make this video me pulling the little porch deck thing out, and then I'll go into a longer video. And I don't know if I'm going to go like the philosophy route where I just put my words over it in some philosophy oriented way, or if I'm actually going to explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing. I don't know. I haven't really figured out my flow, my direction, like what my branding ultimately is going to look like. And that's just kind of what I've been playing with right now. So especially with More Better Media and trying to make the tutorials the way that I am, I'm still trying to figure out my rhythm and my flow there. But ultimately, I just want really short segments of what you need, and then just make mini videos of those little things. Because like I said, if you're in the middle of editing, you don't want a 20-minute video about proxies and composition settings and how to export blah blah blah, because there could be other videos for that. And I think as a creator too, that gives you more material, or more chances to make material, if you don't include all of that little data into the one thing. But also for retention's sake, if it's a 3-minute video, you can follow along a lot better. Your brain doesn't start to like retract from the information that's being given, and you're able to make the most of that information, apply it immediately, and therefore retain it and remember it better. But whenever you're given a lot of data, in my opinion, it's just, I start to zone out. Like if we're 5 minutes in and you're just now getting to it, like my brain's already shutting down, and I don't mean for that to be the case. That just is the case. That's how I learn. If somebody's like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel, I'm having my coffee, it is so good, little joke, I kind of start to tune out already. So hopefully I'm avoiding that. Luckily, I mean, this is a live, so obviously I'm doing the same thing that those people are doing, but I have the option to edit this for the videos later so that I'm not putting all this in there. In fact, what I'm saying now is probably not going to make it in. Hopefully. Otherwise, I'm no better than all the other creators. I'm using a tour box, by the way. Can you see this? I really appreciate this tour box. All of these buttons on here, they've got default settings. that make it really easy to work with Premiere Pro or Illustrator or whatever program you're using. You can map them to however you want. I've customized the hell out of this thing for myself, but I said the H word. I'm trying to stay away from saying bad words. But yeah, the thing with the Toolbox, it makes it really nice because you can set up your shortcut keys on that. I, like, honestly, to be honest, I just use this a lot. This is one of my go-tos. In fact, if I don't have this plugged in, it does affect the way that I mentally, my subconscious feels about the editing process, because this way I get to just wheel myself around, and then there you go. So for this video, I'm just going to keep it super simple. I've been doing the whole big long videos where I make all these 1,000 little cuts. But until I get it refined, I think I'm going to really save those videos for the busiest times of TikTok. I know that Friday's a really good day for TikTok, but I haven't been posting regularly enough for TikTok to want to push me out that much. So my plan has been to just keep posting content. Typically try to be good, but at the same time, I just don't limit myself anymore if I'm like, oh, I'm not totally happy with these things. Or, I mean, is that kind of silly? Is that kind of dumb? Is that kind of cringy? The answer is yes. It's always those things. And if you're worried about it, it is. But at the same time, you're not going to get any better if you don't take those chances and just do it anyways. So this is kind of where I'm at. And I'm really just going to make this a little short video so that I can export it and then I can upload it, and then it becomes something that I can build off of later, so then people have me pulling out the deck, but there may be a video of like the precursors of me pulling out a deck. And then the funny things like, seeing a beer can under the deck and being like, this is indicative of whenever it was built, things like that. But for this one, I'm just going to go ahead. So I drag it off screen. Boom. So I'm going to cut it. Again, I use my little Toolbox, and I've got this, so pay attention to what the timeline's doing. Bam, you can see that I just cut it using that. However, if you're using your keyboard, shortcut keys are your friends. Look them up. I will try as hard as I can to always tell you what shortcut keys I'm doing, but look them up for your own, because my understanding of them is so limited, and it's to how I edit personally, which is going to be very different than how you edit. So Control K is how you clip wherever your timeline is. Otherwise, you can press C, which gives you this little razor tool, and then you can cut wherever your little razor tool is. There's snapping, so S disables it or re-enables it. So if you click that, then you can cut wherever you actually are, whereas if you have the snapping enabled, if you're close to the timeline marker, it will clip the timeline marker, because that's typically where you put it, because that's where you wanted to cut. So in this case, I'm just using Control K because it was where my timeline marker was that I want. Click V to get back into your pointer tool. And let's find the part where I'm about to drag this out. Yeah, everything's backwards. I imported, when you're careful, or whenever you're importing, make sure you're careful about the way that your information is categorized. I guess I had this categorized by number or something. So whenever I dropped it onto my timeline, it was all screwed up. Oh, it might be the way I was selecting it too. I think I was selecting it up because I knew I was just going to use this one little clip. Either way, don't do it like that. Be smart. Be smart about the way you import your stuff, especially when you're working on long projects, because having to rearrange data while you're messing with it is really infuriating, especially when you do a lot of little edits and you've got things chopped up into tiny little pieces, and then you find out there's something that happened way down this way, and now you have to work that piece into what you were doing. It can be like, it's not the hardest thing in the world physically to just do, but it can be very defeating, especially after you've been editing and you've got this whole montage in your head to have like some new data, just like, oh, by the way, these extra clips I forgot to upload or something. It's really hard when working with clients. I think that's one of my biggest pet peeves, is whenever somebody's like, I need you to make this video. I don't have all the footage yet. And you're just like, I'd rather wait to start the footage until you have the video. And they're like, oh, well, I mean, can't you start now and I can get you the rest of the footage later? And I'm like, I refuse to do things like that nowadays, because that's really hard for me. It's very defeating, I guess I should say. All right, let's see. I think I dragged it off and it was this thing. Yeah. So I'm just going to scroll back to where I start to drag it. And that's going to be my whole video. All right, so now I've got all these other bits. I'm just going to go ahead and delete these now, because I would really rather not be tempted to make it really awesome. I just want to put a video out there, and not like a dumb video, because obviously I'm doing something in this video. I just want it to be where I'm dragging it away, and that's that. And it's still kind of a long video. I'm gonna have to shorten it. And then my later videos are going to be where I kind of build off of that. But I think for a Friday video, it's just a quick little thing. I'm probably going to speed it up. Well, I mean, I'm obviously going to speed it up. I'm not going to speed it up by much, though. Because that's apparently only like a 30 or a 27-second clip. I'm going to speed it up a little bit, and I'll see how I like it. Speed, duration, I'm going to maintain audio pitch. There's no reason to mess with any of that. I'm going to do optical flow. And we'll make this... I didn't even do the thing. Alright, speed, duration. I'll try 150. See what I think about that. I look so saggy. My pants look all baggy and stuff. I'm going to make it a little bit faster. We're going to try 200 and see what we think about that. I like how I highlighted the thing that was already highlighted. 13 seconds. That's not horribly long. For little short things, I try to go the shorter the better. Like, if I can put a 3-minute or a 3-second video out there, I absolutely will. That's another thing about, like, content creation, like, especially the ones beginning. Actually, I can't even say that, because some of the more advanced ones, too. But when you're watching something that's just ungodly long, and you want to support these creators that you really love, or you really love what they're doing, you've seen an evolution with their stuff, you want to promote them, but their videos are, like, ungodly long, and don't really say a lot. You're just like, just post the thing quickly. Use the speed up tool. Edit it. InShot, if you don't have this program and you're a young content creator or at least starting out or something, InShot on your phone is phenomenal. You can cut videos down to seconds, and that's what you're looking for in social media, seconds. I know everybody complains about, oh, the kids today and their attention span. I think it's an evolution. I think it's a good thing. I think there's no reason to have to consume ungodly amounts of data when the information can be packed into a little bite-sized thing. Like, I'm all for college. I'm all for college in the way that it's fun to get to work with individuals who have your same interest. But I'm not a fan of sitting in classes with long lectures without being able to map information. Because for me, being in school was just so... Not college. I didn't go to college for this. But being in school in general for me is really hard because they throw a lot of information at you. And I'm one of those people that if I don't have anywhere to apply it in my brain, I don't have a little nugget of information already that this can tie into and I can kind of create a map, then it just is a floating bullet point and it goes away and then nothing attaches to it. It's like this floating sea bit of information. Every once in a while I'll hear something, I'm like, oh, that one thing I learned forever ago, that's what that was related to. But it still doesn't give me a good placement because I didn't remember a lot about it, because why would I remember anything about something that has nothing to do with what I'm doing and I can't apply it immediately? Sorry, I keep hitting the mic. So for me, having little tiny bites of information or even just little compact bits of media that can be inspiring, like why wouldn't you just make them as short as humanly possible? If nothing else, you get more playtime, I guess, like more plays. I don't know. I'd rather somebody finish my video. Algorithmically speaking, I think. I want to try going a little bit faster. Like I said, I'm all about that speed. I want things as quickly as I can possibly get them. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. 10 seconds seems good. I might try to get it down to 8 seconds. Yeah, I'm getting this down to 8 seconds. Now my other question is, do I put my audio on it where I'm saying something inspiring, or do I go to TikTok and find something that I like via TikTok? Like a little audio maybe an inspiring audio. So this is 9 seconds. Let's see what that looks like. So if I were to do an audio, I think the thing that's inspiring me, I want to find something on TikTok. I want to find an audio that I like. I think that would be the way to go for this. I feel like I'd be looking for something like, do you ever just wake up in the morning and just decide, fuck this thing? Something like that, right? I don't know how to search for audios very good on TikTok, though. So let's go to TikToks.
This is the lockpicking lawyer and over.
Let's see if I can turn toward you. So when I'm doing this, I might look for... See, like, I don't even know how to find things on TikTok. Let's see, what would I say? I'd be saying something like, and I should probably be pointing this way because my face is pointed this way on the screen. So, I don't know, does anybody have, like, good ways that they search for audios on TikTok? Funny things, funny videos? Do you ever just wake up and say, fuck it? Wake up and say, fuck it. Do you ever wake up for work? No. Have you ever woken up and thought?
Have you ever woken up one day and thought, fuck it, here we go again?
I don't want the here we go again.
Have you ever...
Nuts.
Do you ever have days where you wake up and you go, I don't want to be me anymore?
That's not what I'm looking for.
Do you ever have a day where you just think, fuck it, I can't be asked to do anything. I'm not going for a run, I'm not stretching, I'm doing nothing.
Every day. I can't do it. There may be some days I get up with poopy pants, and I'm like, you know what, man? Fuck this, man. Like,
This guy gets up with
why am I
poopy
having
pants?
this-
What?
This such a structured life. Why? And I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I'm done with this shit. And I sit around and I say, okay, so you want to be normal. So you just want to be like everybody else that roams the world, not knowing the power that's in them.
That's for a longer video. I do like that audio though.
Mediocre.
So I'm going to save that to my favorites because I think that could be good for something else. This one might be
Do you
shorter.
ever have a day where you just think, fuck it, I can't be asked to do anything?
Nope, that's not shorter. Nope.
Have you ever...
Nope.
If you've ever
This guy's singing.
you know how much it fucking sucks, cause it usually comes from the people that you fucking loved. Everything is fine and peachy till one fucking day you wake up and you understand you've been motherfucking played. I hope you learn those goddamn jerks aren't fucking worth your time, cause you don't need insecure people infecting your life. So the next time you get fucking used, let them know it's their loss, cause you're a sexy fucking catch, you baller badass boss. If you've ever been used, you know how much it fucking sucks.
I
'cause
like
it
this
usually
one.
comes from the people that you fucking love.
How long is this audio? Add to favorites for sure.
If you've ever been used, you know how much it fucking sucks.
Alright, how long does that sound? This sound is... What is that?
If you've ever been
30
used, you
seconds. So I'm looking for something 8 seconds. I really like that sound. I definitely saved it though.
loved. Everything is fine and peachy till one fucking day.
What, you're not gonna let me go
You
back
wake
now?
up and you understand
TikTok.
you've been
The fuck?
motherfucking- Everything is fine and
Wake the fuck up, you lazy sheesh. You're tired, you're sleepy, you stupid bitch. Your alarm's going off.
I don't like that
You ever
one.
wake up in the morning and you're like, I am gonna kill it today. And then today hears you and is like, ha ha ha, wrong bitch. You ever
That's
wake
a
up in the
funny
morning
one. I like that one. Alright, let me see how long that
You
video
ever
is.
wake up in the morning and you're like, I am gonna kill it today. And then today hears you and is like, ha ha ha, wrong bitch.
That's cute. I like that. All right, how long does that sound?
You ever wake up in the
15
morning and
seconds.
you're like, I am gonna kill it today.
That might be perfect.
Here's you and is like, ha ha ha! Wrong bitch! How do I opt out? You ever wake up in the morning?
I really like that one. So I've got that one bookmarked.
You ever wake up in the morning and you're like,
All right, so that's added to favorites.
I am gonna kill
Let's see. What's another sound that I could do? This doesn't go there. This doesn't go there.
You guys like this series, so here's that. That doesn't go. You guys like this series, so here's that doesn't go there. Part 3. This toolkit is considered a tile toy, which means it does not belong here. It belongs back on the tile.
No. That's an awful video. I know you can't see it. Me showing you TikToks is like messed up. But there you go.
It's been a while since I've done one of these, but here is part who knows of that doesn't go there. This nurse
Don't want that.
on today's
It's too much
episode-
talking of that. That doesn't go there.
Okay, you always see the weirdest shit ever. Ready? Okay, you always see the weird.
That definitely doesn't go.
definitely doesn't go in there.
I don't want this here anymore. Let's try that. I don't want this here anymore. And then I think the one I'm going to try after that is fuck that in particular. All of these look like the same kind of video. It's like sad people in bed. And I misspelled that. Let's just try fuck that in particular. Fuck that thing. Fuck that thing in particular. 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 Nope. Lobby said fuck that guy in particular. Nope.
Hi, Jimmy. Can you double check my schedule for today? I thought I was supposed to talk to some guy from a band named Iced Earth. Yeah, John Schaefer's his name. Tall guy.
Nope. Fuck the Norse community? I don't know what that is.
Buddy.
What's he
Buddy.
about to say? Is he about to say something cool?
Buddy. Buddy. You don't want to do that. You really don't want to mess with the Norse community, because,
It's not funny.
In a universe in which you and I get to play D&D together, and I am the DM.
Nope.
If you
That guy's not saying anything. Fuck that bus in particular. Nope.
No,
some mages cast fuck that got...
What is she saying?
He fucking that shit up.
oh God,
Stop, y'all are being mean.
I think I'm gonna go with that other one.
Hello, I ain't with that.
Neighbor in particular.
What the fuck is that fucking thing? What the fuck? Hello? Scary. Yo, I'm gonna check his vibe. What are you? Yeah, what are you? Bad vibe! What the fuck?
That doesn't fit.
kids, time for Put a Finger Down, White People Edition.
Nope.
On today's episode of How Fucked Up is Fucked Up. That's fucked up. On today's episode of How...
What the fuck is that fucking...
TW.
Shitty thing is, like half of them.
Daddy, can we go to the park today?
sure
Nope,
thing.
I'm just gonna use that other one. Ooh.
Michael Jackson has been dead for 10 years, and this nigga has 2 new cases.
Nope.
Michael Jackson.
What the fuck is that fucking?
What the actual fuckity fucker fucked up fucking fuck motherfuck that fucked up clusterfuck cause that shit fucking sucks. This fucked up fucking fucker fuck is done fucking around cause I made this fucker tin fucking fucked up sound. There's one more fucking fucker fuck shit fucked up thing to say. That's fuckity fucker fuckity fuck all day. What the actual fuckity fucker.
I kind of want that sound too. I'm gonna add that to my favorites. So next thing I'm gonna do now is export this. Actually, maybe I should play those two things at the same time. Okay, so I like that. I like the length of it. So let's go to my other favorite song. Let's see, where are my favorites? Favorites. Nope. 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 Go back. Profile. Favorites. Sounds. Alright, so this is the other one.
Wake up in the morning and you're like, I am gonna kill it today. And then today here's you and is like, ha ha ha! Wrong bitch!
Okay, so we're gonna start this over, start her thing over.
What the actual fuckity fucker fucked up fucking.
You ever wake up in the morning and you're like, I am gonna kill it today. And then today here's you and is like, ha ha ha! Wrong bitch!
Oh! Oh, that's good. That's like perfect. Okay, so now I'm gonna export this. So with this selected, your little blue boxes are on this. File. Export. Media. And then this is the most updated version of Premiere Pro. Like 20? Are we on .20 now? I don't know. But this is what this now looks like. You could send a media encoder. This is like an 8-second video, so I'm not even going to bother. I'm going to rename it though. Let's see, we're going to export this as deck pullout? Deck pull out. Save. Export. And that should take me 0 time. It might take you a little bit longer to export videos because I don't know what machine you're working with. I have an i9 processor and a 3060 graphics card. Alright, so now my phone's plugged in. SD card. I wonder if I should even have this up for you guys. I'm all like, look at my personal information. I don't care anymore. People have been trying to ask me, or they're like, Angela, you know, you gotta hide your personal information. I'm like, you know, honestly, I would rather just be up as front as possible. As upfront as possible. There we go. Because frankly, like, why not? Like, what am I hiding? If anything, me being absolutely exposed is way safer for me because of the things that I do or do not do than to be private. Like, if I'm private, like, what are you hiding? And again, I'm not for, like, people losing their privacy, but I don't have anything to hide. I'm not worried about it. Deck pullout. We'll move this to the phone. Because I post from the phone. Should I try to be posting from TikTok? Can you post on the computer? Can I be trying to post to TikTok from the computer? I mean, I guess you can. And one thing that I need to check now too. Let's see, so that's already been exported. I definitely don't need to be having that up. I don't need to be having up my private emails either. Whew. Go through and get rid of those things. Best time to post to TikTok on Friday. Post to TikTok on Friday. Mountain time. My itches. Mountain time. Let's see, Friday, 1 p.m. Did I miss it? It's 3:17. Now's the perfect time to post. Okay. So we're going to use this sound. Not that you can see what I'm doing. Upload. Then we'll have that.
You ever wake up in the morning and you're like, I am gonna kill it today. And then today here's you and it's like, ha ha ha! Wrong
I like it. Next, so let's try to come up with a description for this post. Describe your post as hashtags and mention creators that inspired you. Should I mention any creators? No. All right. Rest in peace, deck that was infested with termites. All right, rest in peace, deck that was infested with termites. Hashtag demolition. Demolition? Demolition. There we go. Hashtag demolition. Hashtag funny audio. Hashtag teardown. Hashtag infestation. Hashtag that was easy. Hashtag this old house. Hashtag home repair. No. Hashtag house needs work. House needs work. I guess that's all I'm going to do right now. Select Culver. And we'll put my butt in the way. And then I'll do little words on the screen. Let's see. This is the thumbnail. I'll turn my volume down. Thumbnail. Let's see. What should I say on this? Deck rip out. Rip out deck. Get that deck out. Get the deck out of here. Get the deck out of here. Let's see. Get the deck out of here. Sure, I'll save that. You know what? I'm going to actually change that to the caption of the video. Get the deck out of here. Get the deck out of here. And I guess now's a good time to post a TikTok, so I'm just going to post it. Oh, one of my favorite creators. So even if I'm not in a place where I can listen or watch their videos, I will heart it and then I will leave my phone on that screen for a while. At least until my phone is done loading. Gotta plug my Tor box back in because I'm going to be editing some more videos after this. And I'm definitely going to be checking out my live here to make sure that I am dialing it in. And I may even make a couple, like a little tutorial video out of what I just did here, but probably not. We'll see. All right, video is uploaded. Now I need to post this to Instagram. I don't know why it's not posting to Instagram anymore. I think I might have messed something up. Oh, actually, before I do any of that, as I've been posting things to TikTok, it's been changing in my settings to friends. So now I need to make sure I check the privacy settings. Make sure you do check your privacy settings before you post to TikTok because timing is crucial on TikTok. I guess everything, I find definitely more so with TikTok. So I'm on everyone now that has been uploaded to my artist AFH. which is different than my More Better Media. So this is More Better Media. This is what I'm using to create tutorials for people who are getting into editing. I know even friends of mine that are more advanced find help in what I'm doing, especially because I do try to keep things short. Again, this is live, so I get to expound as much as I want to, because whenever I make my little tutorials, as you can see, like with my videos, I try to make them as humanly short as possible, because there's nothing more infuriating to me than trying to get the information you need, and it's just like, so, hey man, my name is this, especially when little jokes get thrown in that take a long time. I like humor. Obviously, I like being silly and goofy and throwing in those funny little snippets, but I'm talking things that take like 3 seconds, a second, you know, one little like look, right? Like you get done with this thing and you're like, eh. Like that's a joke. That's funny in itself. And if it doesn't take any time, it's humorous. If you're already in the middle of a project and your brain is geared a little bit more seriously, I hate to sit there and like try to be invested in this person's humor while I'm in the middle of one of my own projects, because that's just not going to make me laugh. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm going to take a look at this and see how I feel. I guess I should pull it up for you guys since you've been sitting here so patiently with me. TikTok.com.
Tú no eres becerrita, tú eres una vacota, atoradota,
AFH is my handle. And look at that. Oh my god, I'm almost at 3,300 followers. That's exciting. All right, here's my new one.
You ever wake up in the morning and you're like, I am gonna kill it today! And then today here's you and it's like, ha ha ha! Wrong bitch! You ever wake up in the morning and you're like, I am gonna kill it today! And then today here's you and it's like, ha ha ha! Wrong bitch! You ever wake up in the morning and you're like, I am gonna kill it today! And then today here's you and it's like, ha ha ha! Wrong bitch! You ever wake up in the morning and you're like,
The audio totally doesn't fit like what I'm going for there, but I like the audio. And also for me, it's funny because all I wanted to do was paint my room. And then I found termites in the windowsills. And then I found termites in the deck. All right, that's all. I'm going to mess around with these settings. I'm going to see what my live look like. I might cut it up into little bits. Thanks, guys. I hope to do more of these for y'all soon. Let me know what y'all think of them. I was never recording.